Supreme Court bench led by Chief Justice Surya Kant began hearing pleas today regarding the 2018 verdict that allowed women of all age groups into Sabarimala Ayyappa Temple. This review follows a 2019 decision to refer the matter to a larger bench to decide on broader issues of religious freedom, faith and judicial review. Now, a significant observation has come from Justice BV Nagarathna on the 9-judge bench. In fact, speaking as a woman, she said Article 17 cannot apply for 3 days, and on the 4th day, there is no untouchability. There cannot be untouchability practiced for 3 days every month and no untouchability on the 4th day. She said, let's go by hard realities. Let me go across to my colleague Harish, who is joining us on the broadcast right now. He's been tracking all the developments, from the Supreme Court on this particular issue. Harish, the Solicitor General had mentioned one of the judicial opinions in the 2018 Sabarimala judgment said women were treated as untouchables, to which a very interesting observation being made by Justice Nagaratna.
Yes, that's right, Hina. Justice Nagaratna happens to be the sole woman judge in the Supreme Court, and she is also part of the Sabarimala 9-judge bench, and she has touched upon the untouchability related to menstruation, asking why women who are untouchable for 3 days, and on the 4th day there is no untouchability. In fact, the Solicitor General then goes on to respond that this is a unique feature of Sabarimala Temple, where there is the deity has a unique characteristic, and therefore the deity in Sabarimala Temple stands out for a unique feature because he is a celibate, a Nastic brahmachari who shuns women. Therefore, this rule is there, and it is not. You should not see it as a discrimination or in fact denial of choice, but it is related to purity and upholding of traditions. The Solicitor General also going on to say that there are several temples, Ayyappa temples across the country. Even in Delhi, there are 3 Ayyappa temples where women can visit 365 days a year whenever they want. But this issue is only pertains to Sabarimala because this Sabarimala temple, where the deity in Sabarimala temple has a unique identity. He is a Nastic brahmachari, a celibate, and that is why this rule has been brought out. And this is therefore and also the Solicitor General went on to say that there were several error apparent on the face of the record as far as the 2018 judgment is concerned, which allowed women of all age to enter the Sabarimala.
Right.
So the Solicitor goes on to say that the Ayyappa devotees are a separate denomination, and not the court. Only that denomination can decide what are the essential religious practice related to a particular religion. And the Solicitor General also going on to say that only on grounds of public morality, health and public order can courts or a state interfere with freedom of religion, but in this case none of these issues exist. So, the Solicitor General is solidly backing the review petitioners opposing women entry into Sabarimala.
Right. Thank you very much, Harish, for the moment, for joining us with those details. In fact, Kerala's Minister P. Rajiv has said that the state made sincere efforts to implement the Supreme Court's Sabarimala verdict, but faced significant challenges on the ground, including concerns that were raised by women devotees as well. He reiterated that the government has maintained a consistent stand since 2007, arguing that such matters cannot be decided unilaterally by the judiciary. Listen in.
We have tried our best to implement the directive of the apex court, but it had created several problems. Big protest from the women also. Then this time also we had consistently taken the same position in 2007, and also now 2007, that means judiciary could not take a unilateral decision. In the review, in the original judgment, they had taken a unilateral position. That is why now we are in favor of the review. because the review is needed, because judiciary could not take a unilateral position. That is the reality. We should not change the position. We are consistently following the position, and at the same time, we have tried our best